After load order cart data, on page refresh, so now we have to process how to add or remove item in cart dynamically. So here, we have to write constant saveCart function, which takes updated cart array as parameter, and this function will update state and local storage. Inside saveCart, first we write localStorage set item cart and store the updated cart array after converting it to JSON string. And after this, here we update the React state with setCart function by using the new updated cart array. So this function will save updated cart data into local storage cart variable for future use. Next, we have to make another function for add item into cart. So here, we write constant addToCart function, which takes item name and item price as parameter, and this is used when user clicks on a product for add into cart. Inside function, first we have to create a mutable copy of the current cart state, so we have to write constant updated cart equal to spread operator of cart. Next we have to check if this item is already in cart, so we have to write constant item equal to updated cart.find function. And under this function, we have to write cart item with arrow function, with cart item.name is equal to item name variable. After this, we have to write if statement, and under condition, we have to write item variable, so it will check if item found, then it will execute if block of code, and inside if block of code, we have to just increase item quantity by 1, otherwise we have to go to else block of code. And in else block of code, we have to add new item to cart, so we push a new object with quantity 1 to updated cart array. And in push method, we have to write name key, and in value, we have to write item name variable. In second key, we have to write price, and in value, we have to write item price variable. In third key, we have to write quantity, and in value, we have to write 1, so this item data will be add in updated cart variable. Finally, here we have to call our saveCart function to update both state and local storage, so it will save new item data in local storage cart variable. And after this, here we call updateCartTotals function, which will be recalculate cart total, and refresh all totals, which is displayed on the screen. So here, our addItemToCart function is ready, and now we want to call this function when we have click on any product item. So here, in dynamic item division tag, we have goes into product division tag, and here, we have to write on click attribute is equal to open and close bracket, and between this, we have to write callback function. After this, we have to write product.product status variable value is equal to available, and after this, we have to write and operator. After this, we have to write addToCart function with two parameter like product.product name variable and product.product price variable. So when we have click on item, then that item will be added into cart. Now here in browser, we can see add order page on web page. So first we have to refresh web page. And after refresh of web page, we can see all item on web page. And now we want to add this item into cart. So we have click on this item. So after click on item, so here, we can see that item has been added into cart. So after adding item into cart, so here, we can see that cart total auto calculated with tax also. Next we want to remove item from cart. So for this, we have goes into add order component. And here, we have to define constant remove from cart function, which takes item name as parameter. Inside this function, we have to create a new updated cart by filtering out the item whose name matches item name parameter. So here, we have to write cart.filter function, and under this, we have to write cart item variable with arrow function with cart item.name is not equal to item name variable. So this code will remove define item name data from cart, and remaining cart data will be stored under this updated cart variable. After this, we have to call this saveCart function with updated cart variable as parameter, so it will store updated cart data into local storage cart variable. And finally, we have call this update cart totals, which show the correct new total amounts, and now we have to close the function. So here, our remove item from cart function is ready, and now we want to call this function when we have click on remove button. So here, in cart code, we can see remove button code, and here, we have to write on click attribute is equal to open and close bracket, and between this, we have to write arrow function with remove from cart function with item.name variable as parameter. So when we have click on remove button, then it will be remove item from cart. Now here, in browser, first we have to refresh web page, and after refresh of web page, here we can see that previous cart data has been displayed on web page. Now we want to remove item from cart, so we have click on remove button, and after click on remove button, here, we can see that item has been removed from this cart. So this way, we can remove item from that, and now we have again add new item into cart, so when we have click on item, then that item has been added into cart. Now when we have changed the quantity, then item total price, and cart total with tax must be changed. So for this, we have goes into add order component file, and here, we have to write constant changeQuantity function, which takes item name and new quantity as parameters, and this runs when user changes quantity input field. Inside this function, first we have to create a mutable copy of the current cart state, so we have to write constant updated cart equal to spread operator of cart. Next we have to check if this item is already in cart, so we have to write constant item equal to updated cart.find function. And under this function, we have to write cart item with arrow function with cart item.name is equal to item name variable. After this, we have to write if statement, and under condition, we have to write item variable, so it will check if item found, then it will execute if block of code. Under this if block, we have again write if statement, and under condition, we have to write new quantity variable value is less than 1. If this condition true, then it will execute if block of code, and under this block, we have to call this remove from cart function with item name variable, so it will remove particular item from cart if we have enter quantity less than 1, but suppose above condition false, then it will execute else block of code. And under this block, we have to write item.quantity is equal to new quantity variable, so it will update previously added item quantity value. After this, we have called saveCart function with updated cart variable, so it will update cart data into local storage cart variable. And lastly, we have called update cart totals function, which will update cart total on web page. So here our function is ready for update cart total when we have changed item quantity. Now we want to call this function, so we have goes into cart area, and here we can see item quantity text box. And here we have to write on change event is equal to open and close bracket, and between this we have to write changeQuantity function with two parameter. In first parameter, we have to write item.name variable. And in second parameter, we have to write event.target.value, which will be this text box value. So when we have change item quantity, then it will call changeQuantity function, which will update complete cart total. So this way, we can add or remove item under this cart, and we have also update cart total on quantity change. Next we will show you how to submit this order data to backend.